We welcome you inside the Walker Convocation Center on the campus of West Virginia State University as Video Productions proudly presents Mountain East Conference basketball. Mountain East Conference basketball action is presented tonight by the Little General Stores. Great prices, convenient places. Visit your local Little General Stores today. Alongside the entire Video Productions crew here this evening, I am Andrew Miller, here to bring you live coverage of the Mountain East Conference basketball season. Game producer for tonight's live streaming broadcast is Robbie Mounts. Camera operators Josiah Mounts and Garrett Lester. Executive producer for Video Productions is Butch Mounts. We are glad you could be with us back inside the 1,300-seat Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena for tonight's MEC doubleheader, featuring the Falcons of Notre Dame College and tonight's host, the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State University. The women will take center stage first here tonight, and it is a battle of two different mentalities right now. For the visitors, Notre Dame starting off the MEC season with quite a bang. They are 2-0, and they are atop the North Division, tied with Frostburg State under fourth-year head coach Lauren Macer, coming off of her best season and Notre Dame's best season in quite a while last year, as they made it all the way to the MEC championship game in the conference tournament, finishing runner-up to the champion Glenville State College in a very close loss, 80-75. For her efforts, Lauren Mercer named the Coach of the Year in the conference last season. So they are 2-0 coming into tonight. West Virginia State coming in quite differently, looking for that first victory of the season under Coach Charles Marshall in his fifth year at the helm for West Virginia State. They are 0-2 with losses early this season to Glenville State right here, and then a loss, very close fashion, on the road at Concord. These two teams, quite a mixture between the two. 79.5 points a game on the season for Notre Dame, 74.5 for West Virginia State. The Falcons shooting very well on the season, up above the 50% range last game against Concord, a game in which they won, defeating the Mountain Lions close fashion. Been struggles for West Virginia State shooting the basketball this season. They are shooting just 31% from the field and just 23% from three. Both teams warming up out on the floor. Starting lineups getting set to be introduced. While we've got a minute, we'll take a look at the starting lineups for these two programs. First off, for the visitors, the Notre Dame Falcons, they are led by returning point scorer, 16.5 a game, Jada Marone, the 5'4" junior guard from Berea, Ohio, averaging 27 points in her first two games. She went off for 35 in the first victory over West Liberty and added to that total last week with 20 points. She'll be followed up with the sophomore guard, 5'7", out of Attica, Ohio, Marina Adachi. Adachi, the younger sister of last year's leading scorer, Sienna, scored 20 points in the opener last game. Teresa Parr is the 5'8" junior guard out of Stowe, Ohio, averaging 10 points, 9 assists per game. Julie Kemp is one senior forward, the 5'11" Kemp from North Olmsted, Ohio, averaging 6 rebounds a game in the first two games. And the junior forward, Tamia Ridley, out of Massillon, Ohio, averaging 7 points and 3 rebounds per game. Your starters for the Notre Dame Falcons. For your West Virginia State Yellow Jackets, they will be led by the point guard, Hannah Shriver, the 5'7" sophomore guard out of 100, West Virginia. Up in North Marion High School is where she played her high school ball, averaging just 2 points and 3 rebounds a game. She does have 6 assists. Charity Shears is the 2 guard, the junior, 5'9" out of Ashland, Kentucky, averaging 6 points, 3 rebounds a game. For the Yellow Jackets, Destiny Fields, a 5'10" sophomore swing guard out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio, averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds a game in the first two games this year. Shelby Harmeyer is a 5'10" sophomore guard. She's averaging 7 points and 5 rebounds a game. The sophomore out of Independence, Kentucky. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets, the 5'7" junior guard, Alana Kramer, out of Junction City, Kansas, averaging 5.5 points per game and 3 rebounds per game. Those are your starting lineups for tonight. Take a quick break for our sponsors. When we come back, we'll be ready to tip it off here from Institute, West Virginia.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
The Honda CRV EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CRV, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
Back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena, Institute, West Virginia, on the campus of West Virginia State University. You're watching live coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions, brought to you by the Little General Stores. Little General Stores, great prices, convenient places. Visit your local Little General Stores today. Andrew Miller here to bring you guys the action on Video Productions as we get set for this opposite division matchup. Taking a look at the conference standings in the South Division, West Virginia State is in the back of the pack at the moment, 0-2 to begin. Charleston, University of Charleston leading the way with that big victory on Sunday over the defending champion Glenville State Pioneers. Charleston traveled over to the Waco Center, defeating Glenville State 91-86. And they are in first, sole possession. Concord and Glenville State at 1-1. Davis and Elkins 0-1. Wesleyan at 0-1, and West Virginia State at 0-2 for Notre Dame. They are atop the standings in the North, tied with Frostburg State at 2-0. Alderson, Broadus, and Wheeling tied at 1-1. And Fairmont State has yet to play a game. They are 0-0. West Liberty 0-2 at the bottom of the North Division. Notre Dame College taking the floor first. Royal blue uniforms, with the whites trimmed out in bright yellow. Names to watch: Jada Marone, the junior guard, 5'4", 27 points, 4.5 rebounds a game in the first two games. She's dished out 8 assists, 7 rebounds. It'll be interesting to see how Shelby Harmeyer gets going here for West Virginia State, as Coach Charles Marshall looking for win number 1 in this early 2020-2021 season. Quick three off of the bats, and that is the sophomore Adachi for Notre Dame College, getting the first bucket of the afternoon. Adachi, again, the younger sister of last year's leading scorer, Sienna, and Marina making a name for herself, 20 points in last game's victory for Notre Dame. Turnover on West Virginia State's side of things, giving it back to the Falcons. In West Virginia State, you're going to watch a lot of substitutions. Coach Marshall employs that 5-in, 5-out style of play, keeping fresh legs. Good ball movement by the Falcons. Works open for the three-point shot, no good by Teresa Parr. But a whistle on the backside rebound. We're going to get a foul on West Virginia State, as Marina Adachi had the positioning. That foul whistled on Destiny Fields, her first. First substitution of the ball game. Again, as I mentioned, West Virginia State will substitute very quickly and often. It'll be Sadara Johnson, the 5'7" senior guard out of Columbus, Ohio, is the first substitution for Coach Marshall. First free throw in for Adachi. She's got 4 early, make that 5. as Adachi hits on both free throws. 5-0 the early lead. State looking to fight back quickly as Johnson fires a three. Off the mark, the rebound and the putback this time is off the mark by Shriver. 2 offensive boards for State. 3 three-point attempts, no good. Another offensive rebound underneath. Fields fighting it out amongst 2 defenders. And we'll get a jump ball. This will go over to Notre Dame College. Good offensive rebounding for West Virginia State, but the missed threes highlights the issues that they have had shooting the basketball in the first 2 ball games. They have shot 93 three-point baskets, making just 21. They're shooting just 23% from behind the arc. Whistle as we got a loose ball on the floor, and a timeout whistled by head coach Lauren Macer. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 8:43 mark in quarter number 1. Notre Dame leading West Virginia State 5-0.
Dreams.
You have dreams.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
For more than 125 years, West Virginia State University has been educating generations of students who have gone on to change the world.
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
Back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. Early score, as you see on the screen, Notre Dame College 5-0. And 5 points early for the sophomore guard out of Attica, Ohio, Marina Adachi. A three and a pair of free throws. West Virginia State, 3 offensive attempts from 3, actually 4 offensive attempts from 3, and they are 0 for behind the line again. We talked about the issues shooting the ball in the first couple of games. I know Coach Marshall looking to try to get these ladies shooting the basketball. Saw a lot of these West Virginia State ladies out early, getting some shots up, trying to find the mark. Early in the season, all conference basketball games this year due to the COVID-19 precautions, no out-of-conference games. So every game, every night important as far as standings are concerned. Turnover by Notre Dame College out of bounds. And State looking for their first points of the evening. ZZ Russell in the ball game. Again, a lot of movement in and out. Quick three from the baseline, and that one up and in by Peyton Shears, the junior guard out of Ashland, Kentucky. And that will help matters for West Virginia State. A little pressure in the backcourt. Notre Dame College breaks that quickly. And I believe they're going to get Russell with the hand check on the drive by Teresa Parr. Take a look at our replay. A good drive and dish setting up the lefty. Shears in the corner. That assist will go to Kalia Cunningham. Inbounds into the paint, and we've got a battle for the basketball. Tamia Ridley got locked up on both sides, bookended by the defenders. Notre Dame College maintains possession. Marone will dish it to the free throw line, and some shuffling of the feet by the senior forward, Julie Kemp. Kemp giving her teammates this my bad look there. So West Virginia State, after a slow beginning, chance to tie it or take the lead here early in this ball game. Just 2.5 minutes going by in quarter number 1. Officials for tonight's game, Tim Ryan, Jeff Feldhouse, and Peter Kowalski. And a nice drive and a shot put up and in, back-to-back buckets for Peyton Shears. She's got 5, and we're all knotted at 5 apiece. Token pressure, diamond look for the State Yellow Jackets. And once again, you're going to get yourself a body check foul. See the drive and the pull-up. Challenging the shot that time was Ridley, but Shears got it just high enough and over the outstretched hand of Ridley, who will take a seat now for the Falcons. And we will employ the 5-in, 5-out for West Virginia State. Fields in the ball game. Charity Shears back into the ball game. Alana Kramer, Hannah Shriver, and Shelby Harmeyer. So quick, the guard, Jada Marone, but she gets into traffic, has it poked away. The turnover, an opportunity for State to take the lead, a drive to the basket. And the bucket is good for Alana Kramer, 5'7" junior guard. Kramer averaging 5.5 points a game. Quick three, and that one is up and good. Adachi answers her second three of the first quarter. And the Falcons retake the lead, 8-7. Here comes the three-point fest. And the answer by the left-hander, Charity Shears. So Peyton Shears hit a three. Now Charity gets one. Here's a steal in the corner. Driving to the basket, and another one good. Pressure in the backcourt starting to affect Notre Dame College. And another one tipped away. This time Fields gets a hand on it. West Virginia State employing pressure. And Coach Marshall liking what he's seeing in this last minute-and-a-half span as the Yellow Jackets finally starting to put some shots through the basket. Pressure broken leads to a 14-footer off the mark. That shot by Lizzie Emery. And the rebound cleared by West Virginia State. They'll attack, but Shears couldn't hold on to it on the drive. That turnover will go back into the hands of the Falcons. You take a look at the pressure in the corner, and that is the last place you want to be on a press, is in that far corner. Trapped immediately, tipped away, and an easy bucket on the layup for Alana Kramer. Fields guarding the top of that press. Falcons able to break it. Still pressuring out top, though, is Shriver. Coach Marshall screaming some instructions. A three, and that one is good. Notre Dame shooting the ball well, picking up right where they left off. That was Emil Ali Shakir for the Falcons. 5'8" sophomore out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Harmeyer trying to answer, and that shot way too strong. Notre Dame clears, looking for some transition. Cross-court dish, that to the baseline, goes through the wickets of the target there, and that was intended for Julie Kemp, a turnover for Notre Dame. I tell you, the Falcons have shot well, but they've been cavalier with the basketball. 5 early turnovers, some due to some pressure by the Yellow Jackets, and some, as you saw on that last play, just unforced errors, but they are shooting the ball well. They shot 50% in the last game from three, 15 of 30, their third highest output for three-pointers in Notre Dame college basketball history, and they are shooting at 60% early in this one. Here's a three in the corner, left side, off the mark by Shears. Another offensive rebound, though, for the Yellow Jackets. Russell will attack underneath the basket. Shears saving it in, but that's going to be stolen. Now we've got a loose ball taken back by Russell. Instead of attacking, she'll dish it back to Alexis Hall, who takes it to the strong to the hoop. We got a whistle, and you see the look on the face of Alexis Hall. She will be very glad to take that foul. The ball did not fall through. The whistle was blown, and the foul was charged to Ali Shakir. You see that loose ball at midcourt. ZZ Russell, the freshman, could have taken it herself. Instead, she hands it off to Alexis Hall. And you see the look on Hall's face. She will take that all day, every day. But 0 for 2 from the line. A missed opportunity for West Virginia State to add to the lead. 1-point ball game, 4:15 remaining first quarter action. Another three for the Falcons. Off the mark, rebound. Maroney could not put it in. Jada Marone, she averages 4.5 boards per game. Got a whistle and another jump ball. This one should stay with West Virginia State. Both teams very aggressive defensively. Notre Dame College in the half-court set versus the press of West Virginia State. Now Adachi will get a breather. He's checking in for the first time for the Falcons. Nadia Jackson, 5'5" freshman guard out of Columbus, Ohio. Cross-court dish out top, and this time ball is going to be whistled for, shuffling the feet on the drive. Split her feet on the attack. And that turnover will be number 6 on West Virginia State. So 6 turnovers apiece for both teams. Into the front court, Jada Marone yet to get started offensively, loses the dribble. Great effort by Marone diving after that one, but she'll slide on the court. And he whistled for the turnover. Marone's going to get a breather at the 3:50 mark here in quarter number 1. Checking back into the contest is Teresa Parr. Notre Dame started out with a 5-point lead, a 3 and a pair of free throws for Adachi. And then Peyton Shears got a 3 and a 2 to tie it at 5 apiece. State put on some pressure, took a 12-8 lead, and now we stand at 12-11. Lots of contact, no whistle by the official, Jeff Fieldhouse. Pretty content just to let those two loose ball. It goes out of bounds. Another turnover for the Falcons. That is turnover number 8 here in the first quarter. I'm sure that will delight West Virginia State head coach Charles Marshall and frustrate Lauren Macer, head coach for the Falcons. Again, returning coach of the year in the Mountain East Conference, working the sidelines for the Falcons. Here's a 3 on the right wing, and it rattles home. Sadara Johnson, the senior, and that pushes the lead back out to 4. Pressure into the front court, controlled by the Falcons, and then a throwaway. Here's Fields attacking down the left side lane, and a whistle. Reach-in foul going to be called on the Falcons, and that will go against Lizzie Emery, the freshman. So West Virginia State, as you see, Shriver working it outside, and that was a deep 3 up and in for Sadara Johnson. Again, Johnson averaging just 3 points a game in the first couple of contests this year in the conference. Johnson transferred in from Urbana College. Fields with the first free throw. Second one also falls through for Destiny Fields. And the lead is out to 6 for the Yellow Jackets. Pressure controlled into the front court. Ridley will find a guard. Adachi drives and dishes Marone. They've got 2 on her. Inside, Ridley tried to make a move in the paint, lost the dribble. State will push. Shriver, she'll fire from the same spot that Johnson just hit. Hannah Shriver, a big 3. And just as we talked about the struggles from behind the line, suddenly West Virginia State is starting to hit, as they have hit 3 of their last 4 from behind the three-point line. It was Shriver giving it off to Johnson the last 3. This time Johnson returns the favor with the assist, and Hannah Shriver buries it from deep. A 9-point advantage for West Virginia State, largest of the first quarter at the 2:20 mark. Marone still looking to try to get going offensively. And Jada Marone got things started this season with a bang. 35 points on 12 of 23 shooting, 10 of 11 from the free throw line in that victory over West Liberty in game 1. She backed that up with a nice performance of 19 points in the victory most recently over Wheeling. Marone, she'll fire the 3, left wing off the mark. Good rebound inside offensively by Kemp. That gives Notre Dame another offensive opportunity. Marone, good pump fake, got the defender up, and she'll draw the contact. Again, Marone, the leading returning scorer from last year's team, again with the graduation of Sienna Adachi, the older sister of Marina. Averaged 16.5 points a game, did Marone. 48% shooting. She shot nearly 40% from behind the line. She led the team in free throws made last year, 133, which was a single season record for Notre Dame College. And she will be good from both. And Notre Dame kills that 8-0 run. That was a 3-minute, 30-second drought offensively for Notre Dame College. Now Marone adding to it defensively with the steal. And the Falcons on the attack. The ball poked away, out of bounds. And in come 5 white jerseys. And out go 5 white jerseys for West Virginia State. Coach Marshall keeping us broadcasters on our toes. Notre Dame very good from behind the line in this first quarter. Adachi will attack. Splits 2 defenders, has it stripped away by Russell. Hands it off. Here comes the drive. Straight to the hoop. Kalia Cunningham. Left-handed layup. And a whistle on the pressure. This time it's going to be a foul and a reach. Going against Shears, Peyton Shears. With the foul, you take a look at the attack by Cunningham. And Cunningham could see that Parr had to respect the corner 3 opportunity, and Cunningham took it straight to the bucket left side. 9-point lead for West Virginia State, matching its largest of the night. And again, we are still just in quarter number 1. That foul, the 5th on West Virginia State, leading to free throws on the other side. First one good for Parr. Back iron, second one, defensive rebound. Russell pushing the issue, ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch, though, by West Virginia State. Another turnover, and again, turnovers have been an issue for both of these teams. Notre Dame with 11 turnovers, struggling with this press of the Yellow Jackets. 7 turnovers for West Virginia State as well. Parr crosses the timeline with the pass. Here's a left elbow shot. That may have been partially blocked on Kemp. Offensive rebound for the Falcons. Kemp with it. Left baseline 3 is off the mark short. And Cunningham. Here come the Yellow Jackets attacking in the lane. We got a whistle and another travel. And the 8th turnover of the first quarter for West Virginia State. Again, just the 3rd game of the season for both of these teams. The season was scheduled to begin mid-November, so we've been backed up a couple of months. So this is the first game of the season or the first week and a half of the season for both programs. We'll see some miscommunication, some unforced mistakes. And that last out of bounds, Johnson checked back in for West Virginia State. And a whistle on the missed bucket and the rebound for Notre Dame. Another reach-in foul. That one's going to go against Aaron Whitehead. And again, here in the first quarter, West Virginia State over the limit. And that'll lead to 2 free throws. Once again, it will be Teresa Parr stepping up to the free throw line. Parr obviously frustrated with that first one. She went 1 of 2 on her first trip to the line. She has that 1 point on the free throw, the last attempt. Parr, the 5'8" junior guard out of Stowe, Ohio. Stowe Monroe Falls High School, 1,000-point scorer in high school. Now top, West Virginia State will get it into the hands of Cunningham. They will not wait for the final shot. Here's a drive, a dish out to Russell. Free 3-pointer rattles out. Long rebound chased down by Notre Dame. They'll look to push with 10 seconds. Into the hands of Maroney. A step back 17-footer And Jada Marone hits a big one. 3 seconds on the attack. A chance for a bucket at the buzzer. And they will not get it off. And that's how the first quarter will end. Very exciting action here in the first quarter. Here from the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson Arena, West Virginia State leads it 22-17 after one.
The Honda CRV EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CRV, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. Andrew Miller here to bring you guys live coverage here on Video Productions. Mountain East Conference basketball, lots of action tonight around the league. Both men's and women's teams in action. West Liberty traveling to Fairmont State this evening. Davis and Elkins at Glenville State. AB at UC. West Virginia Wesleyan at Concord. The Wheeling Frostburg State games have been canceled due to COVID precautions, COVID-19 within the Wheeling program. And a lot of action across the league here this evening. We're just happy we can offer a little bit of basketball action for you on Video Productions. Again, this is a beautiful facility at West Virginia State University, 1,300 seat capacity. Unfortunately, the Mountain East Conference not allowed to offer fans in the stands, so it will remain empty other than the support personnel throughout the season. Here's Marone battling for it. Marone with loose ball action. Struggled to get going the first 6 minutes of the first quarter, and suddenly Marone with 6 points to lead the Falcons, and that will inch the Falcons closer to the state lead, 22-19, an 8-2 run over the last 2:51 going back to the last minute and a half of quarter number one for Notre Dame. Shriver working one-on-one. Into Harmeyer, a quick three with 1 second left on the shot clock. Off back rim, another offensive rebound though. State has been all over the offensive boards. Here's another three from the lefty, and another three goes through for Charity Shears. Shears with her second three of the ball game, trying to match in and out. It popped. That three thrown up by Nadia Jackson. And in transition, not back on defense. Notre Dame late to the party, and they were burnt quickly by Harmeyer. Shelby Harmeyer's first points of the evening. Notre Dame able to make the adjustments on the pressure. Now they'll look to attack. Here's a 14-foot runner. Teresa Parr, a nice soft touch from the right side on the lane. Back and forth these two teams go in the beginning of the second quarter. Shears thought about pulling the trigger on another one. She's got a pair of threes and 6 points here in the first half. Marone, a tough defender. Out top, another three though, and Alana Kramer. I think West Virginia State heard me talking about their three-point woes to begin this ball game. And for the season, they have lit it up for the past quarter and a half from behind the arc. Here comes a drive, left side lane, and a nice take by Emil Ali Shakir. And that cuts the deficit for Notre Dame down to 6. And a quick touch foul out top. as Ali Shakir, just getting a hand on the drive. But take a look again, another three-pointer. This time Kramer able to hit. Kramer's got 7 points. She is 3 for 3 from the field here. I mentioned it in the 2 previous games this year under Coach Charles Marshall. Just 23% shooting from behind the three-point line. It began that way for West Virginia State in this one as they missed their first 4 three-pointers. Here's a nice drive and dish. Good assist by Cunningham. And the bucket finished off. That time it was Whitehead for the buckets. Answered on the other side by Notre Dame, though. Nice drive by Willow White, a freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio. 2 teams attacking the basket now. Missed left-handed layup, though, by Cunningham, 32-26. I mentioned since the first 4 three-pointers missed by West Virginia State, they have made 6 of their last 9, 46% from behind the arc. Another nice runner, that time a bank shot on the Falcons side of things by Teresa Parr. Parr getting the scoring going. She's got the last 4 and 6 overall. And Parr now will pick up the personal foul. It's just the 3rd team foul on Notre Dame. Trouble getting it in. Whitehead able to track it down out top. Now they'll get it into the hands of Kalia Cunningham. Cunningham, the 5'6" junior out of Homewood, Alabama. Here's another 3. This one off the mark by Shears. Another offensive rebound, though. And Hall may have forced that one up a little bit against defense. Taken out by Parr. Now on the attack. Here come the Falcons. A drive and dish. And Parr goes crashing. Actually, that was not Parr. That was Lizzie Emery crashing to the floor. You see the drive by Ali Shakir and the dish. First foul of the second quarter. That one whistled on Russell. That's the second for ZZ Russell. West Virginia State pulled out a little bit of that pressure they had in the first quarter that worked so well. Deep 3 with 3 on the shot clock. That one rolled around. Would not fall. The next one muscled up off the mark and out of bounds last touched by the Falcons. Notre Dame with 7 offensive rebounds. 6 offensive rebounds for West Virginia State. Both teams giving themselves second and third chance opportunities. 4-point advantage for the white and gold clad Yellow Jackets. Here's Russell in the lane. Whistle the foul, and that's going to be a charge on ZZ Russell. As Lizzie Emery, 5'11" junior, stood her ground. Take a look, slid over, got her feet set outside of that zone, outside of the restricted area, and took the foul. That's number 3 on Russell. Coach Marshall for West Virginia State already had his 5-in, 5-out ready at the scorer's table, but Russell will pick up her 3rd before getting out of the ball game. Here's a deep 3 on the right wing. That one shot up by White. And the defensive rebound for Field. She'll attack. Good slide move. Could not get the shot to fall, and a rebound pulled down by the Falcons. Looking to attack. Adachi has it swatted away by Shriver in the left corner. And that will go out of bounds. That'll lead us to our immediate timeout. 4:47 left in the first half. 32-28, West Virginia State on top.
Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
It starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care.
Back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena, the campus of West Virginia State University in Institute, West Virginia. Just a stone's throw from the West Virginia State capital of Charleston. 4:49 remaining in the second quarter. Game number 3 of the season for these two programs. Notre Dame atop the North Division at 2-0, tied with Frostburg State. West Virginia State looking for win number 1 of the season. They are sitting at 0-2 in last place in the South Division. You're watching live coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions, brought to you by the Little General Stores. Andrew Miller, joined by the entire Video Productions crew. Robbie Mounts is our game producer. Josiah Mounts and Garrett Lester on the cameras today. Executive producer Butch Mounts. Glad we could bring this to you, especially in the year of COVID where no fans are allowed in the stands. Notre Dame College with possession. Here's a drive off back rim. Good rebound position by Destiny Fields. 8th defensive rebound, 14th overall. Now here's a steal, though, by Marone. Behind the back dish, and it could not be corralled by her teammate, Ali Shakir. A great look by Marone. Marone's got 8 assists coming into this ball game. That's 4 apiece in the first 2 games. A 3-minute drought now for Notre Dame College. West Virginia State feeling confident, and feeling confident from behind the line, from behind the three-point line. You see Shears a couple of different times feigned as she was going to pull the trigger with the left hand again. Shears has got a couple of threes in this ball game, 2 of 3, and a cylinder foul whistled on Notre Dame's Willow White. Checking out is Ali Shakir for Notre Dame College. Back in is Nadia Jackson. West Virginia State has led since the 6:37 mark of the first quarter. Notre Dame with possession. Barr with the pump fake. Gets to the free throw line. And that's going to stay with Notre Dame College. It was a no-look opportunity into that short corner for Emory. Good hustle, though, by the defense of Charity Shears. It will stay with Notre Dame, knocked out of bounds by Shears. And here come the 5-in, 5-out for the Yellow Jackets. 18 seconds remaining on the play clock. Now top it goes to Parr. Trying to work it to the free throw line. They'll look opposite 4-3. That one was Adachi off the mark. The rebound tipped and into the hands of the point guard Marone. Adachi had the 5 early points. Since then, just 3 points. She's got 8 overall, though, to lead Notre Dame College. As Marone attacks, looking for the contact, did not get the call, and checking, she's talking it over with official Jeff Feldhaus. Pleading her case, he says nope. Another couple of substitutions as Chloe Cheresny will check out of the ball game very quickly after checking in. Serena Reeves, 5'8", freshman out of Surprise, Arizona. Transferred in from Johnson County Community College. There's a cross-court pass tipped, almost stolen by West Virginia State. Parr there to take it. She'll find a three-point shooter, and that was an attempt put up and no good by Nadia Jackson. 2:35 mark. Both teams have been stuck at 32-28. And they break it here. The drive and the left-handed layup is off the mark for West Virginia State. And neither team has scored in the last 4 minutes of this ball game. They've just been stuck. 32-28, West Virginia State. Here's Marone on the attack, right side, and soft touch for Jada Marone as she hits her 8th point of the evening. Marone and Adachi tied for the lead for Notre Dame with 8 points apiece, and the Falcons climb to within 2. Under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. Whitehead holding it high, looking out top with 9 on the shot clock. Everything going in for West Virginia State from behind the line right now. Sadara Johnson gets into the act. Quick baseline jumper on the other side for Notre Dame. That one no good for Jackson. West Virginia State wanting to push, a little out of control though, as Adachi recovering defensively steals it. That is turnover number 12 for West Virginia State. Barr squares up now, backs in. Good ball movement around the perimeter, back into the hands of Marone. She'll check that play clock and then pump fake, gives it off, and another pump fake and a good drive by Lizzie Emery. Emery 5'11", showing the handles on that drive. Here's a drive, a spin move, and that one short for Reeves. 48 left on the clock here in the first half. Marone, somebody didn't see her, and Marone will burn the Yellow Jackets badly. A big three-pointer for Jada Marone. That will tie it at 35 apiece. As you see, Marone wide open out top, and she will hit her 11th point of the first half. So Marone, who was slow to get started in this first half, did not have any points in the first 5 minutes. She has suddenly exploded on 4 of 7 shooting, including that three-pointer. She's got 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, followed by Adachi with the 8 points. On West Virginia State's side of things, they're led by Lana Kramer with 7 points. Again, when you take a look at this West Virginia State team, you're not going to see a lot of players separating themselves points-wise just because of the system of 5 in, 5 out. Let's just say the wealth is spread wide here for Coach Charles Marshall and West Virginia State. Got a lot of players within 7 points. Kramer with 7, Shears with 6, Fields with 5. 3 for Shriver, 2 for Harmeyer, a lot of different scores. Knotted at 35 apiece. Pressure at half court for Notre Dame, broken by West Virginia State. Here's a drive, a jump stop. The shot is no good. The rebound for Fields, her putback is no good. And the rebound cleared by Ali Shakir for Notre Dame College. Marone out top. Falcons can work for the last shot if they want. They'll work it around the perimeter. Here's a left or a right wing 3. That's off the mark. 9.3 on the clock as this one is knocked out of bounds by the Falcons. Now Notre Dame putting a little pressure in the backcourt. Inbounds to Shears. One-on-one with Adachi with 6. Shears gets by Adachi to the lane. Layup is no good. And a whistle and a foul. I believe that's going to go on the 5'10 forward, Tamia Ridley. Ridley was standing on the left block and trying to just hold her position. Just a nice snake move, though, by the lefty Charity Shears to draw the reach-in foul. Shears will hit the first free throw, separating West Virginia State by 1 with 3.0 remaining in the first half. Second free throw good, 2 of 2. Shears has 8. Final shot attempt. Looking up at the clock, half-court heave, good if it goes off the back of the backboard right at the block. And that one looked like it might fall through for Jada Marone. It does not. And we are at the half here on this Wednesday night in the Mountain East Conference. Your score, West Virginia State leading Notre Dame 37-35.
Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care of you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
It starts at State.
FCA has incredible impact on coaches, the teams, the players, and the community as well.
It's changed our lives. It's changed mine as a husband, as a father, and as a coach.
It does make an impact on our lives.
FCA has become a full circle in our lives.
People from all different kinds of backgrounds.
If all we're going to be is a coach that happens to be a Christian, I think it's more important to be a Christian that happens to be a coach.
My husband should have died that night. The car was on a fence, upside down. Trees were coming through the windshield.
The people who opened the door for me, one of the first questions they asked me is, how are you alive?
For my kids, Timmy's invincible. And it was just like that he could have been gone. He was like, this is all we're gonna own. We're getting another Honda. It saved my life. And my kids are not going in anything else.
We welcome you back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena at the half. As you see on the screen, Notre Dame College and West Virginia State here in Mountain East Conference basketball action. It's West Virginia State, the host, leading Notre Dame 37-35. This thing got off to a quick start for Notre Dame College. Marina Adachi with a three and a pair of free throws, as Notre Dame College took the early 5-0 lead in this one, as West Virginia State fought back quickly as a three for Shears and a two by Shears, and it was 5-5 at that point, and the teams traded blows back and forth. They went as it was neither team leading by more than 9. And that was a couple of different times for West Virginia State. They got it out to 9 at the 7:07 mark of the first half. They also led at the end of the first quarter by 9. And they led by 5, did Notre Dame College, at the 9:17 mark, right at the beginning of the ball game again. And then they led by 1 another time, and that was it. The teams exchanged blows back and forth in this one. West Virginia State held the lead throughout most part of the first half, though, as they finally got things going from behind the three-point line. We mentioned in the pregame their issues shooting from behind the three-point line. Coming into this contest, they had thrown up 93 shots from behind the three-point line, making just 21. They were shooting at just 23% from behind the three-point line and just 31% overall on the season, and they have done a much better job of that in this first half, as they are shooting it at 41.9% a clip in the game, and they are shooting behind the arc, the three-point line, 46.6%, and that is including, as the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets went 0 for their first 4 from behind the three-point line, so they have really gotten things going 7 of their last 11 from behind the arc. For Notre Dame College, it's not that they are not scoring the basketball. The issue seems to be that they are turning the basketball over a good bit. 15 turnovers in the first half for Notre Dame, and that has led to some breakouts, some breakaways, and some opportunities offensively for West Virginia State. Notre Dame shooting the ball relatively well, 38.7% overall. They are struggling from behind the three-point line, just 4 of 16 from 3. That's 25% on the evening. 4 of 6 from the free throw line for West Virginia State at 66.6%. And for Notre Dame, they are shooting it at 75% as a team, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Rebounding advantage slightly in favor of Notre Dame College, 21-18. Offensive rebounds for West Virginia State, 7. And where Notre Dame has really done a good job, they've got 9 offensive rebounds, leading to some putback and some points. And it has been a very close and back-and-forth game. Individual scoring, leading all scorers is Notre Dame Falcon Jada Marone, who did not score in the first 5 minutes of the contest, but she came on strong in the last part of the first quarter and throughout the second. She finishes the first half with 11 points on 4 of 7 shooting, including 1 three-pointer. She went 2 for 2 from the free throw line, also had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. Marina Adachi coming in with 8 points on 2 of 8 shooting. Both of those 2 came from the three-point line. She also had a pair of free throws in this one and a couple of steals. 6 apiece, for Emil Ali Shakir and Teresa Parr for the Falcons to lead the way. For West Virginia State, they were led in the first half by Charity Shears with 8 points on 2 of 3 shooting. Both of those 2 shots came from behind the three-point line. She was also 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Following that up is Alana Kramer with 7 points in the first half on 3 of 5 shooting. In this one, a pair of steals and a pair of points for Destiny Fields. Take a look at the comparison between the two teams. Again, Notre Dame shooting 38.7%, West Virginia shooting 41.9%, way above their first couple of games season average of 31%. Shooting from behind the three-point line, Notre Dame 5 of 17. And again, West Virginia State, they came in shooting just 21% from behind the three-point line. They are shooting 46%, and that is a big difference in why they are leading this first half contest versus trailing. In this one, again, free throws, 6 of 8 for Notre Dame, 4 of 6 for West Virginia State. 15 turnovers for Notre Dame to 12 for West Virginia State. And a big issue for Notre Dame, as we mentioned, 15 turnovers, 19 points off of turnovers for West Virginia State. Notre Dame only able to manage 7 points off of the 12 turnovers for West Virginia State. The game was tied twice, and it was only tied for a little bit of time. 3 lead changes in this one. Again, West Virginia State led throughout the majority of the first half. They led 16 minutes of the first half versus just 2.5 for Notre Dame College. So that is how it breaks down here in the first half. Again, lots of action in the Mountain East Conference here in week number 2 across the landscape. Tonight, West Liberty and Fairmont State squaring off in Fairmont. Again, these are doubleheaders for all schools. Women play the first game, followed by the men's team. So West Liberty and Fairmont State in action tonight. Davis and Elkins traveling over to the Waco Center to face off against Glenville State. And Aldous and Broadus traveling to University of Charleston, just down the road from where we sit right now. West Virginia Wesleyan traveling to Concord tonight. The Wheeling-Frostburg State game has been canceled. Wheeling, with COVID issues in their program, canceled Sunday and has to cancel once again here tonight. And, of course, tonight's game here with Notre Dame and West Virginia State. The men will take center stage following the women's contest. We've got another half to go here from the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. At the half, 37-35, West Virginia State on top of Notre Dame.
The Honda Pilot is great for family adventures. As well as the not-so-friendly ones. We made it tougher than it needed to be. Because you never know what you'll come up against. The Honda Pilot with available all-wheel drive. The ultimate modern family SUV.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds at 55 miles per hour? That's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
Millions of Americans suffer from sleep disorders, robbing them of energy needed to handle daily tasks. Pulmonary Associates of Charleston is here to help with a state-of-the-art sleep center and a comfortable home-like atmosphere. They treat complex sleep disorders such as OSA, narcolepsy, insomnia, restless leg syndrome, snoring, and many other conditions. If you're suffering from one or more of these symptoms, you may need an assessment by one of our physicians. Call Pulmonary Associates of Charleston. Sleep well, live better.
We welcome you back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena on the campus of West Virginia State University in Institute, West Virginia, just a stone's throw away from the state capital of Charleston, West Virginia. Mountain East Conference basketball action as West Virginia State at the half leading Notre Dame College. Again, West Virginia State looking for win number 1 on this early season. They are 0-2 overall and in conference. Again, it is all conference games this year, no out-of-conference games. Notre Dame in the North Division is at the top. They are tied at 2-0 with Frostburg State. West Virginia State got things going in a tough way right here on last Thursday. They welcomed the defending champions in the Mountain East, Glenville State College, and Glenville State really showing what they were capable of coming off that victory last year. In the conference, 127-82 was the final score win for the Lady Pioneers. And then on Sunday, West Virginia State traveled to Concord and put a battle up against the Mountain Lions, dropping a 3-point game, 70-67. For Notre Dame, they got things going on the road against West Liberty, defeating West Liberty 83-71. And they follow that up with a home victory over Wheeling by 11, 76-65. You're watching live coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions, brought to you by the Little General Stores. Little General Stores, great prices, convenient places. Visit your local Little General Stores today. Alongside the entire Video Productions crew, I'm Andrew Miller. Tonight's game producer is Robbie Mounts. Camera operators for tonight, Josiah Mounts and Garrett Lester. Executive producer for Video Productions is Butch Mounts, as both teams out warming up for second half action. Again, leading scorer here tonight for Notre Dame College, Jada Marone, 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals for Marone, the leading returning scorer on this Falcon team. For the returning MEC Coach of the Year, Lauren Macer, in just her 4th season, she is 64-28 overall. She took the Falcons all the way to the title game last year against Glenville State, eventually falling in defeat to the champions 80-75 in a close game. And a great season last year, 26-5 overall, 18-4 in conference. They earned themselves an invite to the NCAA Division II tournament. Unfortunately for Coach Macer and the Falcons, of course, the coronavirus hit hard and canceled postseason play in the NCAA. For West Virginia State and Coach Charles Marshall, coming off of his 4th season, in his 5th season, 38-52 overall. And again, he brought back his 5 leading scorers from last season. And they just have not gotten things going. The first 2 games offensively struggled to shoot the basketball, but they are starting in real time to remedy that here tonight. And we've mentioned they were shooting just 31% overall, just 23% coming into this game from behind the arc. They are up at 41% overall and 46% from behind the three-point line. That's got to make Coach Marshall feel very, very good here tonight. Get set for second half action. And original starting fives for both teams. Shriver, Harmeyer, Fields, Shears, and Kramer for West Virginia State. Marone, Adachi, Ridley, Kemp, and Parr for Notre Dame College. And a quick turnover for West Virginia State. And right back, they'll give it to Notre Dame College. It looked like that ball just went right through the hands of Marone trying to pick it up. And Marone will be whistled for a foul on the run out by West Virginia State. That's one thing that State has done very, very well in this game. Off of the 15 turnovers in that first half for Notre Dame College, West Virginia State scored 17 points. As you see, Marone gets a piece of the grill of Destiny Fields, the 5'10 sophomore guards out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Fields with 2 points in that first half. She did bring down 6 rebounds and had 3 steals, though. So Fields working the boards and drawing a couple of turnovers at the hands of Notre Dame College. Fields hits 1 of 2, and it's a 3-point lead for West Virginia State. They'll go back to the pressure in the backcourt that caused a lot of havoc in the first quarter for the Falcons. And that extends into the front court. Ridley looking down onto the left block. Harmeyer stepped in front, knocked it away. Here's Shriver for a pull-up 3 on the left wing. And that one misses off of the iron, and the loose ball tracked down by Parr. Into the front court. Adachi, patient, drives, dishes, and on the left block, an easy layup attempt. That one off the mark for Kemp. And battling for it, Kemp and Harmeyer, they both go crashing to the ground. Jump ball possession arrow will stay with the Falcons. And it goes into the right corner to Adachi out top. Marone, nice soft lob pass to the right block. Turnaround, though, by Ridley is off the mark. Couple of good look opportunities for the Falcon forwards, and they could not get him to fall. But a wing pass stolen. Here's Adachi attacking the pump fake in midair. It was good recovery by Shears, but a better play there by Adachi to get the ball to fall through. Now an attack on West Virginia State's side. Kramer off the mark, back into the hands of Shriver. Her three's no good, but right there to clean it up again is Charity Shears. She will pick up her 10th point of the ball game. Shears in the right place at the right time. The lead is back out to 3 for West Virginia State. Coach Charles Marshall very animated, calling for some pressure out top on Marone. She'll get by the defender. The no-look dish underneath. Shot put up and partially blocked on Julie Kemp. West Virginia State with the loose ball. Shriver. One hands it out top. Harmeyer, no one on her. She'll bury the 3, but to get that 3, she shuffled the feet out top. Harmeyer frustrated as she saw that one fall through. And West Virginia State will sub wholesale. Again, a 5-in, 5-out system. You saw Glenville State College uses that same system under head coach Kim Stevens. That Coach Marshall does here. Fresh legs, and they allow themselves to pressure a lot of the ball game because they have fresh legs. Notre Dame College having a little bit of trouble again, as they did in the beginning of the ball game with the pressure by the defense of West Virginia State. That one tipped out of bounds by the Yellow Jackets. Now top Marone, squares her feet, fires the 3. And that one missing. And another rebound by the Yellow Jackets. That time it was Aaron Whitehead. Alexis Hall cross courts it into the right corner. The lefty 3 by Shears. That one hits off the back iron. Long rebound tipped by Ridley. And into the hands of the Falcons. Parr. Notre Dame looking to attack. Again, the drive, the dish, the drive by Parr. Her shot is no good. Good hustle play, though. They'll get it to Ridley. She has her shot blocked. Ridley Gets the offensive rebound into Parr's hands. A drive and a baseline jumper from 14 feet by Teresa Parr is good. That's her 8th point of the ball game. Whitehead squares up from 18 feet. That's off the mark, and Ridley clears. 1-point ball game. These two teams have battled back and forth. West Virginia State's had the lead for the majority. Parr in the deep left corner. She'll cross it over to the right. Dangerous pass. Nearly stolen into the hands of Adachi. And this time, the Falcons able to clean it up underneath as Riley puts it in. State just attacking quickly. Getting into their offensive set very, very quickly in the play clock. Now Top Cunningham calls the cadence. Now the freshman out of Winfield High School, Zizi Russell. Shot clock down to 5. Here's a spin move. Underneath, Russell. 3. Russell on the ground. We've got a tie-up. Will it be a jump ball or will it be a foul? It will be neither of the two. As Russell had control, it'll be a 30-second timeout whistled for West Virginia State. And that timeout will be turned into a media timeout. We'll take it with them, folks. 41-40, Notre Dame back on top for the first time in a while.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
An injury at any age can be a game changer, but with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take care.
The battle continues midway through quarter number 3 here in Institute, West Virginia, on the campus of West Virginia State University and the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. Andrew Miller, glad you guys could join us here on Video Productions. Live coverage streaming online of the Mountain East Conference, and glad we can just do some basketball. These two teams back and forth they go. West Virginia State has held the lead for the majority of the ball game, but a workmanlike effort here at a 11-5 run over the last 5:20 going back to the end of the second quarter for Notre Dame, and the Falcons have retaken the lead for the first time since the 6:16 mark of the first quarter. That quick 3 put up by Shears with 1 second remaining on the play clock. That'll give an opportunity for West Virginia State and another opportunity offensively. The 3-pointer from Shears is no good, but another rebound on the offensive side by Destiny Fields. And a putback is up and good. That is her 10th rebound of the ball game. Fields has been a workhorse. Now a drive, and we'll get body contact on Notre Dame's side. A very nice drive by Emil Ali Shakir. Harmeyer trying to slide over at the last second and take the charge. Body contact, though, and it will be Ali Shakir at the free throw line. Misspoke. Destiny Fields with 9 rebounds. So she's 1 away from double digits as you see that replay, and Harmeyer trying to step over in front. First free throw for Ali Shakir is good. All squared at 42, now back in front by 1. Go the Falcons. As Ali Shakir has 8 points. Quick 3 in the right corner. Shears has been feeling it, but she will miss that one. And Notre Dame College clears, 1 and done on the offensive side for West Virginia State. Working the perimeter. Ali Shakir over to Marone. Squares up for 3, and that one is good for Jada Marone, her second 3 of the ball game. And now Notre Dame College up by 4, and here's a steal by Ali Shakir. She'll lose the dribble. Adachi in the lane, spins, and we'll get a whistle. And on the floor, we're going to get a reach-in foul. That's going to be whistled on Charity Shears. Actually, no, that will not be a timeout. Just a timeout whistled. As you see, the timeout called. 46-42, Notre Dame College now back in front for the first time since the first quarter. 46-42 is your score. We'll be back.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
46-42, Notre Dame College back in front of West Virginia State. Workmanlike effort here for the Falcons to retake the lead. And underneath, and that was some miscommunication by West Virginia State. And that was so open for Amil Ali Shakir, as she was looking for pressure, and it was nowhere to be found, so she took it up easily for the bucket. Speaking of easy buckets, that was easy for Alexis Hall. So 2 for the Falcons, followed up by 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Into the far right corner, Parr for 3. And a big bucket for Teresa Parr. She's in double figures. That's 3 for the Falcons in double figures. Answer it immediately. Another one for Peyton Shears. She's got 3 threes. Back and forth we go, a 4-point ball game. Underneath the near steal, the ball is on the end line as official Jeff Feldhaus signals it was last touched by the Falcons. You take a look at the back and forth action. This was the answer 3 in the deep right corner by Shears, her 8th point of the ball game, her 2nd 3, and the turnaround for West Virginia State from behind the 3-point line is nothing short of amazing. They were shooting just 23% coming in. They were shooting 46% at halftime. They're down to 33.3%, but that's more normal from behind the 3-point line. Falcons still in front by 4. Here's the drive by Hall. That one missing off the mark. Defensive rebound by the Falcons. They'll get it into the hands of Marone. And once again, Yellow Jackets throwing some pressure in the backcourt. Here's Parr. Fakes the pass, and she will have it swatted away. That was Aaron Whitehead with a nice defensive play in transition for the Yellow Jackets. Inbounds to Marone. She's feeling it. That one's short, though. And Whitehead skies. Good positioning on that defensive rebound for Whitehead. West Virginia State doing a great job on the defensive boards. 27, and now Marone will make a big defensive play. Stepped in front, set her feet, and took the charge on Kalia Cunningham. First foul on Cunningham, 3rd of the 3rd quarter for the Yellow Jackets. Again, backcourt pressure, and they'll trap Marone in the corner. And official Peter Kowalski initially signaled that was going to go the way of Notre Dame College, but Jeff Fieldhouse comes back in, and now there's going to be a discussion between Feldhaus and Kowalski as to who that ball was last touched out on. Feldhaus will move over to the scores table, and we'll get a check here as to whether that ball was out on Notre Dame College or on West Virginia State. And they'll stick with the original call of out of bounds on West Virginia State, off of the leg of a defender. And you see this, all 5 defenders for the Yellow Jackets in the backcourt. They are putting on full court pressure. It has caused trouble for Notre Dame College in this ball game. Notre Dame, 18 turnovers so far. Here's Marone attacking, a beautiful dish, and another missed layup attempt. That's 3 in the quarter for the Falcons, but the Yellow Jackets being very charitable, an unforced turnover in transition. And it'll go back to the Falcons, 5 in, 5 out for the Yellow Jackets. 1 substitution for Notre Dame. Tamia Ridley checking back in to replace Lizzie Emery. Backcourt pressure. And this time Notre Dame able to handle the pressure in the backcourt. Now they'll attack. Marone, a good step over move. Can't get the layup on the left side to fall. Loose ball tracked down by Fields, and that is number 10 for Fields. In transition, firing another 3. Off the mark. That one almost fell through for Sadara Johnson. 10-3 run over the last 2:51 for Notre Dame College. Carr feels the pressure coming, dribbles out of it. Now they'll attack. Ridley having trouble holding on, and a great defensive effort by Harmeyer. Now a 2-0 break. A wide open layup, and that is up and in for Charity Shears. Her 12th point of the afternoon. And West Virginia State climbs to within 2 at the 147 mark. You see, the issues underneath for Notre Dame have been getting the ball into the hands of the bigs, and when they do get it, finishing. They have not been able to finish too well. Marone trying to split 2 defenders. Everyone crashing to the ground. No signal on a foul, and the loose ball ends up in the hands of Shears. Now Harmeyer for 3 off the mark. And a loose ball out of bounds. It will be last touched by the Falcons. It will stay with West Virginia State. So West Virginia State has come back down to earth a little bit from behind the three-point line. Now 8 of 27, 29.6%. After shooting 46% in the first half. They trail by 2. Notre Dame tied to top the North at 2-0. Here's Fields attacking. She'll split 2 defenders and a whistle underneath on the drive. That foul will be whistled on Tamia Ridley. You see Ridley, maybe a little body contact against Fields on that drive. So that will send Destiny Fields to the free throw line. She is 3 of 4 coming into this trip. That one off the mark. She's got 5 points, but she has 10 rebounds, 5 apiece on the offensive and defensive side, and Fields with 4 steals on the night. She has done work. 1 of 2 for Fields, and it's a 1-point ball game. Notre Dame College leading. Into the corner, right side 3. That one's off the mark by Nadia Jackson. Defensive rebound. 3-on-1 break. A layup attempt off the mark. Bodies flying. This has been a physical contest, and now we've got a reach-in foul. Fields looking for her 5th steal of the game. Got a little bit of harm on Marone. And that will draw a foul on Fields, and that's tough because Fields has been so good defensively, and on the boards, that's her 3rd foul of the game. 5 in, 5 out for West Virginia State, and that is the 5th team foul of the quarter. So Jada Marone will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair, and she is the one for Notre Dame you want at the line. I tell you what, she has the single season record in Notre Dame college history. Last year, she made 133 free throws. And she calmly buries the first one, adding to her game-leading total of 15 points. Monroe, second free throw, nothing but nets. It's a 3-point lead for Notre Dame. Still Notre Dame without a field goal in the last 3 minutes. They put it in from the free throw line a couple of times. Under a minute remaining. Quarter number 3. Notre Dame College trying to remain undefeated. West Virginia State looking for win number 1 of the season, and they are motivated. The drive by Shears, bodies flying everywhere. Marone and Shears got locked up with the basketball, and Shears is going to be whistled for the reach-in foul after Marone took a hold of that. So that foul on Shears, I believe, is her second. And once again to the free throw line goes Jada Marone. First one rattles home. And Notre Dame leads by 4. They have not led by more than 7 in this ball game. The largest lead for West Virginia State twice has been 9. So this has been a back and forth affair. Both free throws good for Marone, giving her Falcon team a 5-point lead. Cunningham working it over to the right wing. They'll bounce it inside. Triple teamed is Whitehead. Cunningham back to Whitehead now in the right corner with 10 on the shot clock. Now Cunningham will attack. Dishes, we got a whistle though, and a charge is going to be called. Cunningham did a nice job of driving and bringing all of the pressure. 3 defenders crashed on her, and Cunningham was looking for Russell on the left wing, but sliding over and taking a charge, one of the Falcon defenders. So Cunningham will check out with 2 fouls. And West Virginia State, they'll bring that pressure in the backcourt. It has worked very well to the tune of 20 turnovers for the Falcons. Falcons break the pressure this time. Out top, good pump fake and a drive, splitting 2 defenders, but Harmeyer holds her ground for West Virginia State. And Emil Ali Shakir will be whistled for the charge. 3.5 remaining in the third quarter. One opportunity. Into Shriver it goes. Pressure in the backcourt with 1 second. She will not get a shot off. And that is how quarter number 3 will close. We've got a good one here from Institute, West Virginia. After 3, Notre Dame leading West Virginia State 55-50.
Did you know when you send or receive a text message, you take your eyes off the road for 5 seconds? At 55 miles per hour, that's like driving more than the length of a football field blindfolded. As a result, thousands of people die every year in crashes related to distracted driving. That's why we're cracking down on people who text or use their smartphones while driving. We would rather you cross the goal line alive. Law enforcement officers write tickets to save lives. Don't text and drive.
I'm Stuart Caldwell. For more than 40 years, I and my firm have vindicated the rights of individuals hurt by defective drugs, defective chemicals, and other products. Now I'm teaming with Booth to take on the big drug companies to vindicate the rights of children born with NAS. There are significant legal proceedings that could affect you and your child's legal rights.
If you're the parent or guardian of a child who you believe was born dependent on opioids, you need to act now.
Back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena, the campus of West Virginia State University. I'm Andrew Miller. You're watching live coverage Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions, brought to you by the Little General Stores. Final quarter between the 2-0 undefeated out of the North Division Notre Dame Falcons and West Virginia State Yellow Jackets 0-2 in the South Division, looking for win number 1 of the season. This has been a good back and forth affair. Notre Dame led to begin 5-0. It was tied up at that point by the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets led for 16 minutes in the first half and led for the first half of the third quarter. And interesting, Notre Dame has not had a field goal in the last 4 minutes and 12 seconds yet. They are 6 for 6 from the free throw line in this half. So all their points coming from the foul line in the last 4-12, and they have a 5-point lead. Here's Marone on the first play offensively, attacking. Could not get the shot to fall. Marone has been very good tonight after not really going cold, but after just not having any offense to speak of the first 5 minutes of the game. She's got 18 points, which leads all scorers, and she is 6 for 6 from the free throw line. West Virginia State, again, looking for win number 1 of the season for Coach Charles Marshall. Fields attacking the basket from left elbow to right block. The bucket is good, and Fields is fouled. What a ball game for Destiny Fields. That foul whistled on Julie Kemp. As you see, Fields there attacking. Fields has 8 points, 10 rebounds. Make that 9, just 1 point away from a double-double for Destiny Fields. 5'10" sophomore out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. And Fields, another near steal. We got a whistle, a jump ball, and this one is going to the Yellow Jackets. Destiny Fields with her 5th steal. I shouldn't say steal, that was a jump ball, but just an amazing effort. Fields trying to help her team to their first victory of the season. Notre Dame, though, coming off a tremendous season, finished runner-up in the conference tournament last season. To Glenville State College, 2-0 to start this season. Fields out top. Now into the hands of the lefty Charity Shears. Shears attacking, looking for points, 13 and 14. Bucket no good, rebound tipped around, and Parr will have it. Now they'll find Marone, the point guard, with 8:55 remaining in the ball game. Notre Dame clinging to a 2-point lead. The attack to the lane by Emery is no good. Last touched out of bounds, though, by the Yellow Jackets. Yellow Jackets, again, 46% from 3 in the first half. They have only made 1 three-pointer here, 1 of 12 in the second half. They dropped down to about 29%, but they were lights out in that first half. Here's Adachi driving, dishing for 3, another one! And Marone's got 21. Her 3rd 3 of the game. The lead is back out to 5 for Notre Dame. Zadara Johnson, the attack, the dish. Harmeyer trying to answer. That one airballed long. Whistle, bodies crashing to the floor. And we're going to get a foul. Take a look. The drive by Adachi, and I'm telling you, Marone is absolutely feeling it here in the second half. That foul whistled on Notre Dame's Julie Kemp. And that's the 3rd on Kemp. She'll take a seat. Got a whistle and a 5-second violation. So the defenses have been stepping up big in this contest for both teams. That is turnover number 19 for West Virginia State, 21 for Notre Dame. Make that 22 as the backcourt struggles continue for the Falcon guards. Give a lot of credit to West Virginia State's guards. They have put some serious pressure on the guards for Notre Dame College. Cunningham working the point. On the right wing. Yellow Jackets trying to make it a 1-possession ball game. Again, 8 minutes left in this one. Good defense in the half-court set for the Falcons. Cunningham works it to the right wing. Whitehead, 5 seconds. She'll attack and dish. Here's a 3 in the corner. Off the back iron. And the rebound tipped into the hands of Marone. She'll push it. Down the court it goes. Emery trying to track it down, and she does just in time as Lizzie Emery, the right-handed layup from the left side. Looking to attack, and we got a whistle. Is that going to be a block or a charge? Going to be a charge. Emery, 2 big plays off of the Marone push, as you see. A beautiful pass down the court. Emery finishes it off and then gets right back down the court and draws the charge. Aaron Whitehead whistled for the foul. That's the second on Whitehead. She'll take a seat. Into the front court. Notre Dame College leading by 7. That matches their largest lead of the night. And a whistle as Coach Lauren Macer could see the struggle on the sideline for Adachi. A timeout taken. We'll go with them. 60-53 your score. 7:26 left in this one.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
My husband should have died that night. The car was on a fence, upside down. Trees were coming through the windshield.
The people who opened the door for me, one of the first questions they asked me is, how are you alive?
For my kids, Timmy's invincible. And it was just like that he could have been gone. He was like, this is all we're gonna own. We're getting another Honda. It saved my life. And my kids are not going in anything else.
We welcome you back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. We've got a good one here with 7:26 remaining. Notre Dame College with a 7-point lead over West Virginia State. Notre Dame trying to remain undefeated at 3-0. West Virginia State looking for win number 1 of this early Mountain East Conference slate. That last foul, by the way, we have to correct it, was not whistled on Whitehead. It was actually a foul on Peyton Shears, her third. Here's a steal by Marone, and a big play. Jada Marone is stepping up huge in this contest. Her 5th steal, her 23rd point, and she leads all scores. The lead out to 9, the largest of the night for Notre Dame College. A quick 3 by Alana Kramer for the Yellow Jackets. Maybe a bit ill-advised. Kramer will go take a seat. After that shot attempt, Coach Marshall will replace her with Sadara Johnson. West Virginia State has been more than game in this one, and they have started it defensively in this set. The pressure has been the issue in favor of West Virginia State. Lots of points off of turnovers. 23 to be exact for Notre Dame College. Unfortunately for the Yellow Jackets, they've got 20 turnovers. Here's a drive and attack. Shot put up, no good for Notre Dame College. And a little bit of pressure on the other side. That was Willow White, by the way, on the shot attempt. And the Yellow Jackets a bit out of control, and that is going to draw the ire of Coach Charles Marshall, as he can see West Virginia State starting to struggle and starting to lose that lead a little bit, or starting to lose ground a little bit to Notre Dame College. West Virginia State has led by 9 a couple of separate times, but you see just a little out of control a couple of times. Marone with the big defensive play, and then most recently Yellow Jackets trying to push, but a little bit too out of control that time there. 21st turnover of the ball game. The Yellow Jackets have cooled off shooting in the ball game. They were 41% and 46 from 3 in the first half. They're shooting overall not too badly, 34% though. It's dropped down 26 from 3. Meanwhile, Notre Dame has really been steady, 38% from the field, 34 from the 3, but they're shooting 85% from the foul line. 12 of 14. Here's Marone attacking and dishing. No good on the shot attempt by Willow White. Defensive rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Fields inside. It's tied up. All players diving. Good hustle on both sides. A jump ball. The situation will stay with West Virginia State at the 6:07 mark. It's amazing. It's an 11-3 run for Notre Dame College over the last 5 minutes of this game, and only one of those buckets has come not from the free throw line. For Coach Marshall, you need a basket badly in this situation. Virginia State has been cold for a while. Here's the attack by Fields, and she will draw contact underneath. That foul whistled on Marone. That's the third on Jada Marone. Just the third team foul, but will they call that a shooting foul? I believe they will. So Fields just 1 point away, by the way, from a double-double. She's been a workhorse tonight. Destiny Fields, 9 points, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. She's got 11 rebounds and 5 steals for the Yellow Jackets. She is really doing all she can to try to get Coach Charles Marshall and his staff and her teammates their first victory of the season. First free throw is good, down by 8. West Virginia State. Notre Dame very confident in this second half. Really a workmanlike effort for the Falcons to get back into the lead, and now to have extended the lead out to 9. It stands at 7 as Fields goes good from both free throw shots. And now Destiny Fields with a double-double on the evening. 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 steals. Here comes Marone. She'll break the press with the dribble. Now she's going to attack. Splits 2 defenders and draws contact. And that foul whistled on ZZ Russell. And that is number 4 on Russell. So ZZ Russell has not been on the floor for a long time here tonight, just 12 minutes of the game. And she has 4 fouls and 0 points. Russell came in averaging 6.5 points per game. First free throw is good for Jada Marone, who now has 24 on the night. And she'll miss the second there for the rebound on the offensive side. Underneath was Lizzie Emery, and that was a big rebound. She could not stick it back. And on the ensuing loose ball, it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Notre Dame. Falcons with an 8-point advantage, 5:40 left. Again, the men's teams will take center stage after this one concludes. Again, what they'll have to do here is close the facility, and they will have to disinfect the floor, all the scoreboards, everything. They're going to disinfect the entire place. Here's a 3 off the rim, off the backboard, and it falls through for Hannah Shriver. Shriver living right as she sees that 3-point basket hit all sides. It hits the backboard, the rim, the backboard, and it pops in. And a big bucket for Shriver, a sophomore. And that cuts into the Notre Dame lead, down to 5. Ali Shakir into the front court. They'll get it to the free throw line. Parr squares up into the lane. Now over to Marone in the deep left corner, out top. Here's Ali Shakir for 3. That one missing off the front rim. Russell clears the board. West Virginia State on the attack. Underneath, Lee Shears got a little bit under the basket and could not find anybody. Stolen away by the Falcons. Parr, she'll drive and dish. Here's Adachi in the corner. That one off the mark too. Adachi's been cold after the first 5 points were scored. She's got 10 total. A chance for West Virginia State to cut it to a 1-possession ball game. Now Coach Macer for the Falcons, trying to get her team excited defensively. Russell working on Marone. She'll attack. The shot put up, and that's going to be a whistle. And that's going to go against ZZ Russell, and that is a charge. That is number 5 on Russell. I was waiting to see if they were going to call that a blocking foul. If it was, it would have been and 1 opportunity for Russell. Instead, a big play as Lizzie Emery stepped in front and took the charge. You see in the replay here, one-on-one Marone and stepping in front, and that was a big play by Emery. That fouls Zizi Russell out of the ball game. 4 minutes left in this one. Here's Adachi in the left corner again for three, and that one rattles home. Marina Adachi, who started the ball game off with a 3 and 5 quick points, has her 13th on her second 3 of the game. That extends the Notre Dame lead back out to 8. Last 4 minutes of the ball game. Here's a steal inside. Emery in the right place at the right time. Parr attacks. Her shot will be blocked. A great defensive play by Alexis Hall. In transition, in the corner. This will be a big 3. That one missing, though, by the lefty Shears. Out top, another one for Peyton Shears. That one misses. Whitehead, her putback is no good. Another offensive rebound. Here's another 3. That one missing off the backboard. But another offensive rebound, this time Whitehead. And she'll be fouled on the reach by Nadia Jackson. Offensive rebounds, there were 3 of them on that possession alone for the Yellow Jackets. And West Virginia State now has 19 offensive rebounds. And after trailing the rebounding margin in the first half, they now lead Notre Dame College 44-37 in rebounds. Inbounds on the right baseline. Into the far corner. Boy, Shears thought about the 3, almost jumped. Out top it goes to Kalia Cunningham. We'll start the offense with 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's a quick 3 by Hall. That one hits off the front of the rim, off the side of the rim, and nearly falls through. We've got a rebound by Whitehead, but a jump ball, and this one will go to the Falcons. Boy, ever so close, West Virginia State on a couple of three-point attempts here late. Most notably this one by Hall. It hit off the front of the rim, fell up over the top, and almost popped in. It would have made it a 5-point lead for Notre Dame. But the Falcons are going to have to deal with the pressure of West Virginia State here in the backcourt through the final 2:52. They have not done a very good job of that so far. 24 turnovers for Notre Dame College. And we have a stoppage of play here for a second. Official Tim Ryan making sure everything was okay. Inbounds to Emery. Boy, she lost it. It's on the floor. Dangerous play. Emery able to track it down, gets it to Marone. Now Jada Marone will attack, but a 10-second violation. Big defensive play by the Yellow Jackets in the backcourt. That is turnover number 25 for Notre Dame College. If you're Coach Lauren Macer, you don't really necessarily look at the 0-2 record, but you think, wow, we are getting a battle from West Virginia State here tonight. Can Notre Dame College stay undefeated? And West Virginia State win their first of the season. 18-footer on the right wing off the mark for Whitehead, and a big rebound for Julie Kemp. Into the hands of Jada Marone. Leads all scorers. She's got some good handles out top, being harassed by Fields. Well, Fields has been good defensively. She's got fouls, and we got a whistle. And before the tie-up, Macer, Coach Macer, able to get the attention of official Jeff Feldhaus, and she will burn a timeout. 2:14 left in this one. This has been a great contest. Neither team has led by more than 9 points in this ball game. 9 for West Virginia State a couple of separate times. 9 for now Notre Dame College a couple of separate times. The lead at the moment is 8. And it hasn't been the prettiest at all times for either team. Again, turnovers have been an issue. 25 for Notre Dame, 24 for West Virginia State. Some of those have been unforced, but a lot of the turnovers for both of these teams have purely just been because of heavy defense on both sides. Just great guard play and very strict defense for both sides. Been a good battle, low-scoring affair. Both these teams average up in the mid-70s offensively. I don't know if either team will make that mark here tonight. Here's Marone, the drive, out top, now into the corner. Pump fake, Adachi, the step back three, and that one rattles home. Huge three for Marina Adachi. 2 threes here in the fourth quarter. Trying to answer is Shriver. That one off the mark, and a big rebound by Marone. Jada Marone now with 6 rebounds. Here's another three. Emery, that one off the mark. Maybe a little bit rushed for Notre Dame College. You got an 11-point lead with 1:35 left. Here's a three. That one missed for Shears. Adachi, a big rebound. Going back to that last offensive possession, you may be able to run a little bit of time here. Marone recognizes that. She'll dribble around out top and force the foul on Shriver. So after that three by Emery, I think Coach Lauren Macer decided that she wanted to slow things down. As you see the step back three for Adachi, her second here in the fourth quarter. Marina Adachi now has 16 points, 4 of 11 from 3. That foul just the 4th on West Virginia State, so they'll have to do it again if they want to put Notre Dame College on the free throw line. And Marone is not the one you want to foul. Here's Marone attacking, and a foul whistled as Marone attacking the basket. Boy, Shriver thought she got all ball, and in fact, Shriver did get all ball. She did block the shot, but Destiny Fields, actually no, it wasn't Fields, it was Alexis Hall whistled for the reach. That foul number 2 on Hall. And again, Marone has been so good at the line. 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And the broadcaster's kibosh holds true as she misses her first of 2. Second one rattles home. 1 of 2, 7 of 9 overall, and Jada Marone leads all scorers with 25 points. A 12-point lead, a quick bucket, and a much-needed bucket for the Yellow Jackets, as Notre Dame College a little slow back defensively, and they got burned by a quick bucket for Alexis Hall. Time on the floor, we'll take it with them. 107 remaining in this one, 70-60, Notre Dame College on top.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
You have dreams.
Where do you start to build the skills necessary to make them happen?
At West Virginia State, you learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
An injury at any age can be a game changer. But with walk-in clinics Monday through Saturday, the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute is ready to get you off the bench and back in the game. Marshall Sports Medicine Institute takes care of the herd. Let us take
scores around the conference at the moment that we have. Actually, we don't. I thought that was scores around the conference. Those are from the last game. Never mind. We got a big one here tonight. The score at the moment, Notre Dame College leading West Virginia State by 10, 70-60, and with just 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining after a big bucket by Alexis Hall for West Virginia State and a timeout. It is foul mode for the Yellow Jackets. Notre Dame making the long trip from South Euclid, Ohio, up near Cleveland. And they'll have to do it from the free throw line. Lizzie Emery hits the first free throw. And Emery hits both with 6 points now. It's now a 12-point lead, matching the largest of the night for Notre Dame. Here's a step-back deep three from Sadara Johnson. And on the way down with that rebound, boy, Emery took a shot to the nose. And Emery checking for some blood. Looks like she's okay. 55.3 seconds remaining in this one. So Notre Dame College, again, They are atop the North Division here in the Mountain East Conference at 2-0, tied with Frostburg State. Came in coming off of, again, a great season last year, finished runner-up in the conference. They've got the Mountain East Conference Coach of the Year in Lauren Macer, 26-5, 18-4 in conference. They've got a lot of talent on this team, and they came into a buzzsaw in the first half. West Virginia State showed just how motivated they were to try to get win number 1 of the season. West Virginia State led for 16 minutes out of the first half, and they led for the first half of the third quarter. Since then, it's been a back-and-forth affair. Neither team has led by much, but here down the stretch, in the last 5 minutes of this game, a couple of big buckets by Marina Adachi from 3. Jada Marone has been so good from the free throw line, 6 of 6, in fact, in quarter number 4 alone. Lizzie Emery has made a few very big plays, and Notre Dame looks like they are going to survive on the road here in the Mountain East Conference. 74-60 is your score, and not what you want to see if you're a West Virginia State fan, an 11-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 20 seconds of this game. So this was a 3-point ball game, just 4 minutes to go. And now Notre Dame College is up by 13. Second free throw made by Shears. Charity Shears has had one heck of a ball game here tonight. 13 points, 4 of 12 shooting. She's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Also adding 3 rebounds. Shears leads the Yellow Jackets in scoring. Emery with the first free throw. Second one rattles out. 45 seconds remaining. So Notre Dame College will move to 3-0, stay atop the North Division, and West Virginia State will continue to search for that first win of the 2020-2021 season. In a little shortened season, only Mountain East Conference opponents throughout the year. Both these teams will be scheduled to be in action on Saturday, the 16th of January, this Saturday, as West Virginia State will travel up to Philippi, West Virginia. They'll face off against the battlers of Alderson Broaddus College. And Notre Dame will be back at home, and they will face University of Charleston on Saturday. Again, the men's teams set to go when this one concludes and all the disinfecting is done. As there's 10 seconds left on the clock, and for good measure, another foul. This time it will be Emery on the foul, and to the free throw line will go Serena Reeves. Reeves, the freshman out of Surprise, Arizona. First free throw, that one looked good for Reeves. That's her first point of the afternoon. And in fact, that is Reeves' first points of the season in her first contest. 10 seconds remaining. Emery into the front court. It looks like Coach Marshall will call off the Dogs as Ali Shakir will dribble it out with 2-1, and that will do it. A great battle throughout, but Notre Dame College able to pull away late in the contest, and they win it by a final score of 75-63. We'll take a break for our sponsors. We'll come back. We'll give you some statistics and wrap things up here in game number 1 of our doubleheader.
You have dreams.
A better life, a better job, a better you.
So where do you start to build the skills necessary to get there?
At West Virginia State, you are not just a number, you are who you choose to be.
You receive personal attention from award-winning faculty.
You study in nationally recognized programs.
You learn the skills that will get you the job you know you can have.
No matter where you want to go
or what you want to do,
it starts at State.
The Honda Passport is full of possibilities. And with plenty of cargo space and underfloor storage, you can fill it with gear too. Pack your weekend with adventure in the Honda Passport.
With all that's going on, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling wants to remind our neighbors we're here for you. We're taking extra precautions to protect you and our employees. Right now, we're offering 6-month no-interest financing to help you stay comfortable throughout this crisis. Our superior indoor air filtration options will keep viruses, bacteria, and allergens down, increasing indoor air quality, comfort, and safety. Call us today and see how we can help you. Mullen, we're comfortable when you are.
The Honda CRV EX is loaded with premium features that you don't have to pay a premium for. Like a turbocharged engine for great performance and fuel efficiency. With advanced features like a blind spot information system. Plus, Apple CarPlay integration for your iPhone. And the best part is, in the CRV, premium is standard. Contact your Honda dealer to learn more or shop online.
Coach Bob Huggins here at your local Little General store. As I travel this great state, it's nice to know that almost anywhere I go, there's a local Little General nearby. So the next time you're on the road, look for the Little General sign and tell them Hugs sent you.
We welcome you back inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena on the campus of West Virginia State University. Andrew Miller, glad you guys could join us for game number 1 of this twin bill here from West Virginia State and Institute, West Virginia. The women's teams take center stage first, and Notre Dame College out of the North Division staying undefeated, albeit not without a severe test from the winless West Virginia State Yellow Jackets. 75-63 is your final score. Notre Dame College improves to 3-0, staying atop the North Division, tied at the moment with Frostburg State, and West Virginia State will look for win number 1 on Saturday as they will travel to Alderson Broaddus up in Philippi, West Virginia. West Virginia State came out with fire in this one. You could tell they were prepared and ready defensively to try to attack this Notre Dame College offense, and they did that throughout the ballgame. One thing they did very, very well, West Virginia State causing turnovers, 25 turnovers overall for Notre Dame, although West Virginia State did not take care of the possessions very well. They had 24 turnovers themselves. West Virginia State took the lead. Well, it was actually Notre Dame took the 5-0 lead to begin this ball game. A three-pointer by Marina Adachi, followed by a pair of free throws, and that was answered by a three-pointer by Peyton Shears, and then a two-pointer by Shears. So 5-5 was your score early in this ball game, and then it was West Virginia State taking over, and they led throughout the first half from that point. And in fact, West Virginia State led all the way up until about the 5:53 mark of the third quarter. That is when Notre Dame College made a very workmanlike comeback. They did not have a bucket in a 4-minute span, yet were able to come back and tie the ball game with free throw shooting. And that ended up being a very important part of the Notre Dame College victory as they finished up 19 of 26 shooting from the free throw line, 73%, just 17 trips to the foul line for West Virginia State. They were 12 of 17. The lead exchanged hands back and forth for a little while in the early part of the fourth quarter before Notre Dame College at about the 3-minute mark able to take the lead and then extend the lead out. A couple of big buckets down the stretch for Notre Dame College. Jada Marone with a big three-pointer, followed by two big three-pointers by Marina Adachi and a couple of big plays by Lizzie Emery down the stretch. Notre Dame College able to make free throws down the stretch of this ball game, extending their lead into double digits in the last minute and 26 seconds and winning the final of 12, 75-63. Jada Marone led all scorers on the night. She had a fantastic night for Notre Dame. 25 points on 7 of 14 shooting, 3 of 6 from the three-point line. She was 8 of 12 from the foul line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 5 steals for Jada Marone on a great night. Marina Adachi went hot at the end of the ball game and at the beginning. She had 16 points overall, 5 in the first 30 seconds and 6 in the last minute and a half. As she finishes 16 points, 4 of 11 from three-point line, 2 of 2 from the foul line. She added 5 rebounds and 3 steals in this one. Teresa Parr with 11 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 8 rebounds and a pair of steals. Emil Ali Shakir with 10 points on 3 of 4 shooting, and she also had a couple of rebounds and a steal. So 4 in double figures for Notre Dame College. And for West Virginia State, they were led by Charity Shears, who finished up with 13 points on 4 of 12 shooting. She was 2 for 9 from behind the three-point line, 3 of 4 shooting from the free throw line. She added 4 rebounds as well. Next on the list was a great output, by the way, by Destiny Fields. Fields finishes with a double-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 steals for Destiny Fields in the losing effort. A great job by Destiny Fields, the sophomore guard out of Reynoldsburg, Ohio. Those were the only 2 West Virginia State players in double figures. West Virginia State, again, 41% shooting in the first half. Overall, though, they shot just 30.4%. They shot 46% in the first half from 3, down to 23%, so they really went cold from behind the three-point line. 70% from the foul line on 12 of 17 for West Virginia State. It was very consistent for Notre Dame. Not great, but consistent. 38.5% in the first half shooting, 37 overall on 23 of 62. They shot 33% from behind the line in the first half, 35% in the second half, and overall they shot very, very well. Actually, they shot 35% overall, 45% from 3 in the second half. So they really improved on that mark. 73% overall from the foul line on 19 of 26. Again, the turnovers 25 for Notre Dame, 24 for West Virginia State. It all leads to a 75-63 victory for Notre Dame College. They improved to 3-0. West Virginia State drops to 0-3. That'll do it for our first of 2. As you see on the screen, the Zamboni, the mini Zamboni, and athletic director for West Virginia State, Nate Burton, working the Zamboni. They're doing all of the necessary COVID precautions. They are disinfecting the entire arena. Be 20 minutes for that, 30 minutes wait after that, and we'll get set for the men's side of things. It will be Notre Dame and West Virginia State in action. Again, glad you could join us here on Video Productions. You've been watching live coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball on Video Productions, brought to you by the Little General Stores. For our entire broadcast crew, I'm Andrew Miller. Joining us tonight was the game producer, Robbie Mounts, camera operators, Josiah Mounts and Garrett Lester. Executive producer of Video Productions is Butch Mounts.